We might as well be standing next to the runway at Seattle-Tacoma International Airport. Crazy as always, raucous, CenturyLink Field, Seattle. Temperature mid-40s, it's dry, and into town comes Carson Palmer, having an MVP kind of year in his Arizona Cardinals, ready to take on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks in his third year as the Arizona coach. Play action by Palmer, slides to his right, then throws, caught. And from the 35 now, Palmer fires, and that's caught by Larry Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald split wide to the left. Palmer has to step up, avoids the sack, throws. Fitzgerald makes the catch, and Larry Fitzgerald out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Palmer, good protection that time, and that's going to be a first down. Play clock at 3. Play clock at 1. And they barely get it off as Palmer slides away and hits Ellington on the run. And Ellington is forced out of bounds. Chris Johnson in there now. It's 1st and goal. And that pass may have been flicked away. Empty again. Palmer fires into the end zone, and it is in the end zone. Looked like Earl Thomas comes away with the ball. Earl Thomas with the pick. Earl Thomas.
It's going to come right through. He saw Floyd coming through.
3rd and 15. Fred Jackson comes in. The former Buffalo Bill picked up this season. He stays in to block, and Wilson somehow escapes, but not very far. And then the ball is loose at the 20-yard line, and the Cardinals are going to come up with it. Was it a forward pass is the question.
It's one of those little flip forwards that we see.
Went to the playoffs against Carolina, and their season ended in Charlotte. And that pass is caught by Larry Fitzgerald. 2nd down and 8. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Michelle Tafoya on Sunday night, and Larry Fitzgerald has just made his 5th. Palmer this time out of the pistol. Johnson breaks a tackle, but then he's going to lose more yardage. So Chandler Catanzaro, 2nd-year kicker out of Clemson, will put up the first points on this Sunday night. The Ides of November. There are the standings right now in the NFC West. Arizona 6-2, Seattle 4-4.
Tyrann Mathieu, one of the more unique players in the National Football League, and I think one of the best. Is he a safety or is he a cornerback? He considers himself a cornerback, and in reality that's where he plays most, but he has played just about everywhere. Angry, and we haven't matched that attitude all the time. Some of those Marshawn Lynch runs didn't sit well. Look out.
And then the ball is loose in the end zone, and Wilson's going to cover up, but this time it is a safety. So we had a near safety before. Wilson loses the ball, runs into his own man, and then is able to at least save 5 points. Johnson to the outside, found room, picks up the first down. Palmer in the pocket, fires, and that'll be caught for a first down by Gresham. 3-man rush, and that's enough to get him. Sacked at the 29-yard line. For the sack by Italia Boubin. Makes it 3rd and 14. Palmer with a deep drop. Going to the end zone, and it is caught by Floyd. Michael Floyd for the touchdown.
Was he in? That's the question. But for Richard Sherman, that was a blown coverage by him. Michael Floyd, he got one heel toe. It has to get all the way down. The other heel toe. Watch him flinch on this deep out here. He thinks he's going to get an interception, and it happens so much.
3rd down and 18 now. Play clock at 3. And Wilson that time, good protection, and that is broken up. You had 3 guys, including Matthew, around the intended receiver.
This offense, it's almost like they're trying to become this passing team.
Well, they're running the read option a lot less than they have in the past. Good punt there. Patrick Peterson.
Look out.
Around the corner. Dangerous. Good run back, and he steps out of bounds from the 35-yard line. Palmer deep down the sideline and reaching for it is Floyd. Is he in?
They're saying yes.
Michael Floyd holds on and is out of bounds, though spotted at the 1-yard line. Great catch.
After
Not
reviewing
yet.
the play, the ruling on the field has changed. The runner had control of the ball, extended across the goal line. It is a touchdown.
5th overall pick in the draft back in 11 out of LSU. He's made the Pro Bowl every season. Wilson fires, and that's caught.
He's just back to being the athlete that we had all seen for the first 3 years.
Now the Seahawks going no huddle, and Wilson's going to pack it in, take off, and get the first down.
We're kicking it back into gear now.
Going no huddle, only the 3rd first down, and now Wilson's going deep, and that's caught on the run, and that is Paul Richardson, who's been injured after the incomplete pass for Graham. And Wilson will fire toward Graham again, and that is incomplete, but a flag is thrown. Tyrann Mathieu close to the goal line.
Defense, number 32. The ball he placed at the 1-yard line.
On a 1st and goal, and they give it to the fullback, Tukuafo, and he will take it into the end zone. So they go 80 yards, 6 plays, 3 runs, 3 passes, almost get the touchdown to Graham. Cards with all of their timeouts at their disposal with 1:52. Palmer fires. That's caught. Here's Floyd again.
Deep balls this year. There aren't many teams, maybe Pittsburgh being the other, that still relies on those deep throws.
Palmer slings it to the outside, and does Fitzgerald stay in? He does.
What a catch.
Crowd sees it. It can't be challenged, and the crowd says, what? That would have had to have been stopped by New York on Andre Ellington. 2nd down and 1. And now this is Ellington. He's going to swing to the outside and try to dart from the 40. And a first down as
Michael Bennett inside.
4-man rush over the. Whoa, what a pop taken there. Bobby Wagner hitting Andre Ellington. 30 seconds. 2nd down and 4. And Palmer slides away. That's caught, but then the ball is loose and picked up at the 23-yard line, but they're going to say it incomplete. Clock went back to 21 seconds, and that is caught, and that is the rookie David Johnson. Made one from 33 earlier. And that one is right down the middle.
Offense has looked on occasion.
Lynch sliding away, taking Matthew for a ride, and half.
It is Marshawn Lynch where it begins, and if it doesn't begin there, they're going to struggle.
And here goes Thomas Rolls, an undrafted rookie on a 2nd down and 10. And Wilson slides out the back door and then throws a changeup to Jimmy Graham to the 20-yard line. First down, a little floater. Now Graham coming in motion, slot right, fake to Lynch. He stays in the block. There goes Wilson out the back door again, but not very far. Hausker trying to make it a 12-point game out of the pistol. Now they flank him to the left, and Palmer hangs in the pocket, fires, caught. 5 blockers, 3rd and 6. And that is incomplete. He tried to
run right at that 211-pound guy. And when they have, they've had a little success, but haven't done enough.
Wilson going deep, and it's going to be picked off by Ty Matthew at the 40-yard line. And he's got a little bit of a convoy, but that breaks down after he takes it back to the 37-yard line, and Jimmy Graham makes the tackle. Call this season. Well, they call one on his main man there. What's the 2nd tonight? Whew. And that one, they're up by 15. in the third. Wilson fires, and that's caught and on the run, taken off. Baldwin, big gain, and into Arizona territory.
Russell Wilson is really committed to getting that ball out of his hand quickly. Like
Good.
that.
Clean pocket, open man, touchdown Baldwin. After a relatively quiet first half, thanks to Arizona's dominance. And Palmer off play action, deep downfield and through the hands of Floyd. So 3rd and 15 with a restructured offensive line, at least for the moment. And Wilson sliding away. And
fan-friendly kind of guy, but Carson says he's rough on the players in those film sessions.
3rd down and 6. Look out! And he loses the ball. The ball is loose, and it's picked up by the Seahawks, and rolling into the end zone for a touchdown is KJ Wright. Bouncing ball. You had Cliff Averill coming in, forcing it.
Ball's out, no question. It's actually going to get kicked there. But now let's watch and see as they pick it up if Carson Palmer gets a piece. He's diving for the ball and definitely hits KJ Wright. So that will not be a touchdown.
Be down by contact at the 2-yard line. Lynch is the running back. Marshawn looking for room. Finds it. Touchdown. To try to tie the game. And a little floater is incomplete. 3 receivers to the right. Palmer's going to go down. The ball's out again. And going into the end zone to give Seattle the lead for the touchdown is Bobby Wagner. KJ Wright with the strip sack. This crowd has come to know and love. 2-point conversion. Now you got Wilson to the outside. Fires incomplete. The 17-yard line. Palmer takes it out of the pistol. Throws to Fitzgerald. And Larry up the field.
When they brought pressure that they've had issues.
And here comes pressure. And Palmer throws. And a flag is thrown as Floyd. Play clock at 2. And that's tipped and caught by Jerron Brown.
Watch him undercut this thing. He knows exactly what's going on. He's reading the quarterback. And somehow Brown tips it to himself. What a play.
Yep. Pressure. Sliding out. Caught. Jerron Brown from the 14. And Carson throws to the end zone, and it's juggled and caught for a touchdown by Gresham. Jermaine Gresham juggled for an instant, holds it in, touchdown, and Arizona takes the lead again.
I tell you, what a drive by Carson Palmer.
2nd down and 6, up at the 13. Wilson finds that opening, gets away, then flips it down the sideline. Doug Baldwin had gotten free. Gain of 28 to the 41-yard line. Off the play fake. Fires caught. One of those
tough spot.
Yeah, one of those hump games. Lynch stays in the block. Wilson then throws, and it is Floyd out. Fitzgerald is in motion. Play clock at 1. Here comes the pressure. The pass is caught by Jerron Brown. Play clock at 1 again. Slings it to the outside. Leaping grab. Larry Fitzgerald. Palmer in a masterful job taking that play clock all the way down. Johnson swings to the outside. But right now, first things first on a 3rd down and 4 from the 48. And they run a draw with Ellington, and he's going to get the first down and stay in bounds and go all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. On a 3rd down and 4. put the pressure on. Ellington, the third down back. They swing it to the outside, and a look of disbelief on Pete's face after a 48-yard touchdown run.
Frank Clark on the outside never saw it coming. Goes inside and outside and just takes it right up the boundary. I thought he was just going to fall down there to make sure he stayed in bounds.
Another guy who came into the game with that injury to Floyd. Along the sideline, that's Drew Stanton, the backup quarterback. To put it mildly, until they got to the Super Bowl in 08. And that went on for years and years. As Wilson picks up 2nd and 10 with a minute and a half to go. Arizona putting the pressure on, and now Wilson's going to take off and exploit that. 2nd and 10. 4-man rush. That's caught. Graham will step out of bounds. That 7-point one-possession game. Ooh, it almost got blocked, but the kick is can attempt to recover it. Hauschka sends a high hopper that will be caught by Larry Fitzgerald, and that will seal it.